If you are a WWE fan, if you are a WWE fan during the holidays, I feel sorry for every single one of you. I really do. I really do. It doesn't even matter what holiday it is, man. I have a list. Of every single holiday for the calendar year. Okay? And believe me, we're going to go through all of them. New Year's Day. Trivia Day. I didn't even know there was a Trivia Day. National Bird Day. Is there a National Beaver Day? Feast of the Epiphany. Three Kings Day. Houseplant Appreciation Day. Friday the 13th. Martin Luther King Day. Opposite Day. Australia Day. Chinese New Year. Groundhog's Day. You know, that's favorite holiday. Feed the Birds Day. If you want to consider this a holiday, some people do in the realm of North America. Super Bowl Sunday. Lincoln's birthday. Valentine's Day. Singles Awareness Day. Are you single or in between relations? There you go. Hootie Hoo Day. Don't know what the fuck that is. President's Day. George Washington's birthday. Oscar night. Mardi Gras. Leap year. Ash Wednesday. International Women's Day. We got daylight savings. Ides of March. St. Patrick's Day. International Earth Day. Spring Equinox. Feast of the Annunciation. April Fool's Day. We look like fools every Monday night watching this garbage on the USA Network. International Tatting Day. National Walk to Work Day. I wish I was walking away from my television during Monday Night Raw. Palm Sunday. Passover. Good Friday. You know why it's Good Friday? Because it's not Monday. Income Taxes Day. April 15th. Easter Sunday. Patriots Day. Earth Day. Administrative Professionals Day. Take Your Daughter to Work Day. Arbor Day. Star Wars Day. Cinco de Mayo. National Teachers Day. We got Mother's Day. Armed Forces Day. We have Ramadan. Memorial Day. We have Flag Day. Father's Day. Summer Solstice. We have Independence Day. National Bikini Day is July 5th. I didn't know that. We got Hammock Day. National Hot Dog Day. World Youth Day. We have National Watermelon Day. National S'mores Day. Left-Handers Day. VJ Day. We have the National Marshmallow Toasting Day. So we have National S'mores Day, and then we have National Marshmallow Toasting Day in August. We have Labor Day, Grandparents' Day, rest in peace, Grandpa. 9/11 Remembrance Day, Constitution Day, Rosh Hashanah, International Peace Day, the Autumn Equinox, Native American Day, Oktoberfest in Germany, Yom Kippur. We have International Day of the Elderly. We have World Smile Day. None of us are smiling on Monday nights. We have Columbus Day. We have Friday the 13th in October. We have Bosses Day, Sweetest Day, United Nations Day, Make a Difference Day, Halloween, and as many of you guys watch this, it will be Halloween. All Saints Day. We have Day of the Dead. Seems like Monday Night Raw is the Day of the Dead, or I wish it was, because this show fucking sucks. All Souls Day. Please have mercy on our souls, Monday Night Raw. We have Election Day, Veterans Day, Caregivers Appreciation Day, the Great American Smokeout Day, Universal Children's Day, Thanksgiving Day. We have Black Friday, if you guys want to consider that a national holiday. Pearl Harbor Day, Advent. We have Hanukkah. We have the Winter Solstice. We have Festivus. We have Christmas, Boxing Day, Kwanzaa, National Fruitcake Day, and then New Year's Eve. Now, JD, why did you go through all these holidays for the calendar year of 2017? Well, the point I am trying to make is that if Monday Night Raw falls on any of these days, then you are in for one of the worst shows of the calendar year. What did we get tonight? Well, I don't know. We have 3 weeks to go till Survivor Series, right? There should be ample Survivor Series build. There should be teams forming for Survivor Series. Do you guys know that outside of all the matches that they have planned for Survivor Series, that Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, we have Matt Hardy, Sheamus and Cesaro, we have Elias, all not a part of teams yet. Now, Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman and Finn Balor probably will be a part of Team Raw, I'm assuming. But the fact that there is a ton of members of the Monday Night Raw roster not a part of champion versus champion match, or we have a ton of roster from Monday Night Raw not a part of the actual Survivor Series yet, there's been no build. And why are we getting WWE trying to recreate, in the most illogical fucking way possible, a horror story or a horror scene with The Miz, Taraj, and Braun Strowman? How does this play into future storyline? Who cares? Again, I ask, who cares? Now, do you guys know that the garbage truck that was on Monday Night Raw was not the same one that was at TLC? It was not the same one that Braun Strowman was thrown into at the tables, ladders, and chairs pay-per-view. Now, there'll probably be some goon in the comments. Oh, JD, why don't you just enjoy it, man? I don't remember a big red garbage truck at TLC. Where was TLC? In Minneapolis? Why is Braun Strowman coming out of a garbage truck that is conveniently a product of the state of Maryland? I don't know. But I am not here to overlook such illogical, nonsensical bullshit. Just giving it to you like I watch it. If you don't like me or don't like it, suck my balls. Why wasn't Braun Strowman given the WWE Universal Championship? That's another thing I'm wondering. Why? Why wasn't he given the Universal Championship? Do you see how over he is? Now, if WWE's plan was to turn him babyface, then they succeeded. Because Braun Strowman is over. Big time. WWE Universal Champion in 2018, if he's still on Raw. If they don't have a shake-up or a brand split, he will be a world champion wherever he is in 2018. Mark my words. I don't know what they do with him going forward. I don't know what they do with him at WrestleMania. I mentioned on my video today, off the script, 193 Part 3, that with this whole Kane, Braun Strowman thing, I don't think it's going to take place at Survivor Series. I think it'll take place somewhere after Survivor Series, or maybe even before at this juncture. I don't even care. The sooner the better, to be quite honest with you. But with Braun Strowman more than likely going to be a part of Team Raw, we have Braun Strowman kind of out of the loop as far as WrestleMania plans go. Is this thing with Kane going to lead to a match with The Undertaker at WrestleMania 34? That's what people are now talking about at this stage of the game, which will lead to another loss for The Undertaker, which makes no sense because if he lost already at WrestleMania 33 and they gave him the retirement that they did, or quote-unquote retirement, why would you have him come back ultimately to lose? You know? So that would make the Big Show, Kane, and The Undertaker putting over Braun Strowman. And again, I'm lumping The Undertaker into this equation. What is The Undertaker and Kane going to do for Braun Strowman that the Big Show has not done already? The Undertaker's appeal is dead. So beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania is like beating a jobber on Monday Night Raw. It means nothing. It's over. Everybody's done it. Who gives a shit? This show was centered around The Miz running in fear of Braun Strowman. Little to no build of Survivor Series. The only build for Survivor Series came in the first 25 minutes. And then after that, WWE wanted to dress up Gallows and Anderson and Slater and Rhino in Halloween costumes and have a trick or treat fight, or trick or street fight, whatever the fuck they're calling it. Whatever it was a fucking sheer embarrassment of epic proportions. Makes me want to turn my head away in disgust that I'm even a wrestling fan on Monday nights. If this is what you are planning for a show before a major pay-per-view, then I would not even bother putting on the program on Monday night. I would not even bother turning the cameras on. What did this show accomplish? Nothing. This was an embarrassment of epic proportions. And I don't know why WWE feels the need before a holiday to just have fun. There is no fun. It's not fun. Then they want to celebrate and tout 25 years of Monday Night Raw coming to January 22nd, 2018, the Hammerstein Ballroom and the Barclays Center. What are we actually celebrating? What are we actually celebrating for Monday Night Raw? Are we celebrating a shitty fucking program that has seen its worst days ever? What are we actually celebrating? If the shows were being fucking put on with quality behind them, then we'd be actually celebrating something. But we're celebrating garbage on January 22nd, 2018. This Monday Night Raw was a complete and utter embarrassment. Now, the only thing that happened on this show, if I could find the goddamn fucking video, I don't even want to hear her voice because it's so fucking terrible. Stephanie McMahon came back to Monday Night Raw and made our Halloweens a little bit more frightful. The nightmare before Christmas, they say. This was the nightmare before Halloween. Nightmare on Elm Street. They just filmed another video or another movie of the Nightmare on Elm Street here on Monday Night Raw. Stephanie McMahon is playing the role of Freddy Krueger. Awful. Stephanie McMahon comes out. She takes issue with Kurt Angle for the whole Under Siege nonsense that happened last week. Angle is apologizing to the WWE Universe. He feels embarrassed. He could have done better. So then all of a sudden, Stephanie McMahon's music hits, and here we go. Oh my God. Now, I do want to say this. I got to give credit to WWE where credit is due. Stephanie McMahon's inclusion here was a little dose of Stephanie McMahon. She wasn't really all that cringeworthy tonight. You know, I don't like when she introduces Monday Night Raw because there's just, you just feel it's an emotionless statement, you know? So Stephanie McMahon comes back and it played nicely into the storyline that they're planning for Survivor Series. The long-term plan here is more than likely Kurt Angle's WrestleMania opponent will be Triple H, and that was very apparent tonight by the interaction that Angle and Stephanie McMahon had on Monday Night Raw. Now, it was revealed today by PW Insider before Monday Night Raw that Kurt Angle will be leading Monday Night Raw into Survivor Series. He will be wrestling at Survivor Series, as will Shane McMahon. So, it will be Shane McMahon and Kurt Angle devising a team of 4 of their best superstars on each brand, and they will be going head-to-head. Now, with the rumored match, I am very excited for it, and I can't wait to see it, but there's a lot of other superstars that are right now on top of that rumored match that aren't on Survivor Series. So WWE is going to have a very difficult time getting everybody a piece of the pie at the Thanksgiving table that is Survivor Series. But Stephanie McMahon opens the show with Kurt Angle, and this is what she said to the Olympic gold medalist as far as Survivor Series is concerned.
Happened last week. Shane McMahon took what I thought was friendly competition way too far, and Raw paid for it. What I'd like to do right now is I would like to apologize. I let my friendship with Shane McMahon blind me. And you all paid the major, big price for it. This is a slap in the face to you, to me, to the audience, and to this show. I put you in harm's way, but I promise you, I will never do it again. And that Survivor Series, the only time of the year where Raw and SmackDown superstars compete, I promise that I...
Oh my God. Oh my God, man. I legitimately got frightened by the theme music. Seriously.
Yes,
Seriously.
Right. It can't be. It is! Stephanie McMahon is back!
And that's a good
When
thing.
my father named you general manager of Monday Night Raw, I was in complete support of that decision. And I think you've been doing a hell of a job. Hasn't he been doing a hell of a job? I mean, even with the whole illegitimate son turned WWE superstar, the virus that seems to be plaguing our roster, and Braun Strowman being compacted in the back of a garbage truck, you've handled it all in stride. I mean, truly, you have, Kurt, and you've never let him see you sweat. You've led by example, including joining the Shield at TLC. And you've earned my respect. That is until you allowed my brother Shane to put Raw under siege. It takes 20 years to build a
I
reputation,
hate that
Kurt.
term, dude. They
And
coin a
only
phrase
20
and they just
seconds
fucking bury
to
it
use
into
it.
the fucking
Steph,
ground.
I know you're upset. We're all upset.
We're all upset. Kurt, I don't want to hear your pathetic excuses. There is no excuse for what happened.
Ah, Stephanie
last
McMahon's
week.
back burying another
Now,
talent
brother,
or another
everybody
fucking
thinks Shane
GM
is
on
such
Monday
a
Night
great
Raw.
Guy, right? You did. But the truth is, Shane is shallow, he's conniving, and he is manipulative. Now, Shane lost his match at Hell in the Cell, despite great effort jumping off of the top of the cell to save his family, to defend his family's honor, but he couldn't do it. He couldn't get the job done. So what does he do? What he always does. He comes and picks on me. He's gonna pick on my show, because if he can belittle
let's
Monday
make it all
Night
about
Raw,
the
then
McMahons
somehow that
again.
makes him bigger. Somehow that makes him a winner.
Aren't we
Nice
over
guy,
this?
huh?
Of Stephanie
This is the
belittling
same guy
a
who
GM?
exploited your friendship and exposed your kindness.
How am I
as
supposed to believe
weakness.
in this
The
brother-sister
same guy who came
rivalry if
down
there has
through
been
the
none all
crowd
year?
and embarrassed and humiliated you and every single superstar standing on that stage, and who let that happen? There's only one person, and that is you. You say you built your career on 3 I's: intensity, integrity, and intelligence. Well, maybe I should add a fourth, Kurt: incompetence.
Nah, incompetence goes to the
I'm
Monday
gonna
Night
give
Raw
you a
creative
chance to
team,
make
not
it up
Kurt
to me,
Angle.
Kurt. You still got it? Well, you're gonna have a chance to prove it, because you...
Some balls Stephanie's got to use that word, incompetence. She should look herself in the mirror when she says that. Get the fuck out of
are
here,
gonna
man.
be the team captain of Monday Night Raw at Survivor Series. I expect results. I expect victory, and I expect total annihilation. And if I don't get what I expect, then you can expect me to find a new general manager. Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
So that's that. That's that. Again, they're using that to build a Survivor Series match between Raw and SmackDown. Emotionless, nothing there. All this is going to do, and it's very predictable, I could see Team Raw winning against Team SmackDown, because last year Team SmackDown won, and this all right here is just seeds planted for Triple H versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 34. That's all that is. That's all that is. So, you thought Stephanie on Monday Night Raw tonight was bad. She was only there for 5 minutes. Wait till you start seeing Stephanie McMahon and Triple H back on Raw in 2018. How that vicious circle just comes right back around. When you think they're not going to be on TV anymore, they come back around and are plaguing our televisions once again. Now, the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown match is looking unbelievable, to be perfectly honest with you. I just wish that there was a little bit more intensity involved. I wish there was a little bit more intrigue and a little bit more drama built up between the two brands to make this thing even more important. SmackDown is going to have Randy Orton, which is already on the team. He's already on the team. He beat Sami Zayn on SmackDown Live last week. We have Randy Orton, AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Bobby Roode, and then Shane McMahon. On Kurt Angle's team, it's going to be Roman Reigns, no question, Finn Balor, Braun Strowman, and Samoa Joe. So there's a lot of intriguing matchups in that match that is going to make that one match, not more than War Games, but it's going to make one of those, it's going to make that match one of the matches to see on that weekend for sure. Roman Reigns versus Nakamura, right? We're going to see Styles versus Joe, Styles versus Angle, Angle versus Shane, right? We're going to see Styles versus Joe, Joe versus Nakamura, Bobby Roode versus Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode versus Roman Reigns. So it's going to be a very, very, very interesting situation. A lot of, fantasy matchups are going to be taking place in that one match. Very, very interesting, man. So that is the plan right now for Raw versus SmackDown. I got no problems with the opening segment. I just got a problem with WWE once again dipping into the well and giving us a storyline that they just can't seem to put to rest. It happens almost every single time there's a authority figure on Monday Night Raw. Stephanie gets involved. Stephanie fires them. Stephanie gives an ultimatum. Stephanie ultimately fires them. Right? It's the same old thing to get the authority back on television. How excited can I be for Stephanie McMahon to be back on television? I'm not. And I really don't care. So whatever Stephanie McMahon said tonight, to me, I'm taking it as a predictable piece of information, and Team Raw is going to end up winning the Survivor Series match. And I made a prediction on Off the Script this weekend. I don't think Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to be a part of anything having to do with Team SmackDown. I think that Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are going to actually cost Team SmackDown the match against Monday Night Raw. So we'll see what happens with that. Stephanie McMahon gave Kurt Angle the ultimatum. You will win this match or I will find a replacement for you on Monday Night Raw. Kurt Angle was so pissed off, he took his anger out on The Miz. The Miz steps out of a limousine with Axel and a returning Bo Dallas. Apparently, he is good to go. Miz asks Angle if he missed anything. Angle tells him about Stephanie's announcement. Miz is upset, saying Angle is being rewarded for doing a bad job on Monday Night Raw, as he is now led or leading Team Raw at Survivor Series. Angle tells him to shut up. He's tired of hearing The Miz. How dare you come to the show late? Miz is saying, I came fashionably late. Then Angle's like, where were you when Raw was under siege? You're either a chicken, you're either a coward, or you left the building. So he doesn't want anybody like The Miz representing Raw at Survivor Series. He tells Miz to get dressed because he's defending the title tonight against a mystery opponent. And Miz tried to plead his case. Angle doesn't want to hear it. And that was that. So we got an impromptu Intercontinental Championship match with Angle taking his anger out on The Miz after what Stephanie McMahon told him to open the show. The first match of the night was Bayley, a.k.a. Cringely. She was supposed to go one-on-one with Alicia Fox. Nia Jax came back, another return. We had Bo Dallas, Stephanie McMahon, and we had Nia Jax all return within the first half an hour. And that was not the end of the returns. Nia Jax returns after all these rumors. Now, it was supposed to be Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox versus Bayley did not happen. Fox says she has to take her responsibilities seriously as the captain of Team Raw, so she found herself a replacement in Nia Jax. How many times must we see this match? And WWE tried to turn this around and pretend it was some fresh matchup. No, it wasn't. It was the same shit from both women. Bayley tried to get that guillotine choke on Nia Jax. Nia Jax said, fuck this. Tossed Bayley like a piece of garbage. Nia bounced off the ropes and did a rolling senton, followed by a leg drop for the win. Bayley pinned clean again on Monday Night Raw. If anybody needs a move over to SmackDown, I recommend Bayley. Alicia Fox from the stage with a microphone says that Nia Jax is her first pick for Team Raw against SmackDown. Really now? Is there that much of a decision here on who you will choose based on the limited options you have on your roster? You have to make it known that Nia Jax is your first pick? Your first pick out of what? 4? There's only 4 other women on the roster for Monday Night Raw. Who else are you gonna pick? Emma? Fucking dumbass. All of a sudden, Samoa Joe comes out. The entire arena starts chanting his name to his theme music. If that doesn't give you an indication that Joe was missed, I don't know what will. Great to see him back. This was a weird flowing show, man. We went from one segment and WWE just kind of interrupted several segments with another segment on this show. So Joe comes out to his theme music, entire arena chanting his name to the theme music. Good to see him back. He honestly did look refreshed. So Samoa Joe returns and cuts a promo, asked the fans, well, by the sound of that, it looked like everybody missed me. And then Joe, the great heel that he is, turns it so quick on the fans, well, you might have missed me, but I certainly don't miss any of you. You know, where were you people wishing me well and a speedy recovery? Taking time out of your selfless or selfish days to wish me, you know, a speedy recovery. I don't give a shit about any one of you. Joe is a damn good heel, man. He turned that babyface reaction into instant heel heat. You gotta love Samoa Joe, man. A guy who knows and listens to his environment and knows how to adapt. Just like that. Beautiful. So apparently Samoa Joe is going to be in a return match here. Apollo Crews came out to challenge Samoa Joe. Apparently Apollo Crews requested this match to prove he deserves to be on Team Raw. I don't know if Apollo Crews got Team Raw or Team Catering confused. So Crews at this point requested this match, and he also requested a public execution on Monday Night Raw. He should have stuck to requesting the creamed corn over the mashed potatoes in catering. I got that in my notes, and I put that as I was writing notes for this show. Samoa Joe threw his gum at one point at Titus O'Neil. I LOL'd. I thought that was hilarious. Crews had some offense in until he got nailed with a Uranagi out of the corner and then followed up by a Coquina clutch. Apollo Crews should not be requesting things that he clearly cannot handle. There's a talent that could be on the chopping block, or a talent that has been just miscast and underutilized, a talent that should be clearly sent down back to NXT. It is Apollo Crews. Titus was pissed. He stood face-to-face with Joe. Joe was about to back out of the ring. Titus went to go tend to Apollo Crews on the floor. Joe was like, listen, really, you're going to turn your back on me? So he applied the Coquina clutch on Titus. I don't know if Titus is really that stupid, or the burnt smell of fried chicken just has infected his brain to the point where he's not thinking anymore. But the catering business must be slow if he wants to pick a fight with Samoa Joe. You know, if he wants to start doing these types of things, he needs to make sure that there are plenty executive chefs in the back to take care of Titus Catering when he wants to pick a fight with Samoa Joe. So Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews, and pretty much two, I don't know how many jobbers are in WWE. I'm going to say 2/10 of Titus Catering is now laid out by Samoa Joe here tonight on Monday Night Raw. We have The Miz getting ready for his impromptu Intercontinental Championship match. Matt Hardy was his surprise opponent. Now, this was a very good match. Very generic. It was very standard as what we see from The Miz. But one thing I was hoping for here was a title change, because I don't know who on this planet is excited about The Miz going one-on-one with Baron Corbin at Survivor Series. I mean, if there's a match that WWE is booking that nobody wants to see, it is that one. I just think that has disaster written all over it. So I was actually hoping, and I thought we were going to get, some small part of my soul thought I was going to get a Matt Hardy IC title victory here tonight. Regardless of what I want, it did not happen. Miz blocks a twist of fate. Matt Hardy blocks a skull-crushing finale. Matt then hit a side effect for a very close 2 count. We get Matt going up to the top to do a picture perfect moonsault. Matt Hardy with his bad legs, his bad knees, and, Matt Hardy being Matt Hardy at this stage of the game, hits a perfect moonsault, nails it. Another 2 count. Dallas and Axel couldn't believe it on the outside. Miz sends Matt into the second turnbuckle. The back of the head hit the second turnbuckle. Miz with those terrible yes kicks. Matt ducks the final kick and nails a twist of fate for a very close near fall. We get Matt slow to get up. Miz gets the jump on Matt here, drops him over the top rope. Miz nails the skull-crushing finale for the win. Miz pins Matt Hardy and retains the Intercontinental Championship. I was hoping for a title change. I would have much rather seen Matt Hardy versus Baron Corbin, but regardless, WWE did not switch any of the titles on tonight's show. Boy, does Matt Hardy need to be awoken at some point. He is absolutely jobber status right now on Monday Night Raw, and it's a damn shame to see. Alexa Bliss is backstage, and she congratulates Kurt Angle for being team captain. We have some dead weight in the women's division, apparently. Like Mickie James, says Alexa Bliss. Bliss suggests that they replace her with a competitor from the Mae Young Classic. I could name about 10 that I'd love to see on the main roster. And then she says something that is just very, very morbid, and why this was even scripted for her to say. Bliss suggests that they replace Mickie James with a competitor from the Mae Young Classic, or she suggests even digging up Mae Young herself from the grave. Why did that air, or why was that said live on air during Monday Night Raw? I mean, I get it, but you just had the Mae Young Classic. Why are you disrespecting the woman's name by saying that the women's division? Why are you disrespecting the women's division? By saying Mae Young is a better replacement dug up from the grave than Mickie James. Are you fucking stupid? What type of shit is that? So, Angle says he likes the idea of bringing in new talents, but not at the expense of Mickie James, who fought last week while Bliss was running away from the attack of SmackDown Live. Angle announces tonight's main event, Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss with the title on the line. Ooh. Wow, what a main event. I can't wait to see that one. Asuka. I went off on Asuka. Well, not Asuka herself, but the way she's been booked on Off the Script this afternoon. If you guys missed that, link will be within the annotation in the video. I went off on how Emma was released, and WWE released Emma after what they did to Asuka's week 1 on the main roster. If they knew they were going to release Emma, which I know that they did, because you just don't wake up on Sunday morning of all days and say, yep, I'm going to go to church and I'm going to receive Christ, and then we're going to release Emma. No. WWE knew that they were going to release Emma days prior. So, if they knew that, why did they book Emma to be even Steven? Why did they book Emma to get 60% of the offense in on Asuka 2 nights in a row? One at TLC and then following on Monday Night Raw. Why wasn't those matches squashes? I don't understand. Sheer stupidity by WWE Creative. Now, you talk about damage control. My God. With Emma's release being talked about everywhere. With Asuka's just image and her character being tarnished on Monday Night Raw. You talk about damage control. This was the most talked about topic in all of the land. Asuka being tarnished and ruined already, not even 1 week into her main roster run. So after everything they did with Emma and tarnishing Asuka's debut, week 1, now they want to do the right thing? They have Asuka go one-on-one with Stacey Cullen, a jobber. Why wasn't this done at TLC? Why wasn't this done? And you could have even put Asuka against Dana Brooke at TLC. I would have been fine with a 2-minute squash and her just toying with Dana Brooke. At least people would have seen a fucking just a worthless fucking talent destroyed at TLC. Then you could have started giving us jobber after jobber after jobber. Asuka needs to be built up like a Strowman, like a Ryback, like I said on today's video, like a Nia Jax was until WWE ruined that. I want to start seeing this just develop into one jobber, two jobbers, three jobbers. WWE has an unbelievable opportunity to make something special here. If they fuck it up, I swear to God, there will be issues. There will be backlash I don't think we've ever seen if Asuka's just entire being on Monday Night Raw is ruined. So, they're doing the right thing, but they're doing the right thing a week too late. And there's no way that you can tell me that people in WWE are not listening to outside sources. Podcasts, dirt sheets. Everybody was talking about this. Now, all of a sudden, they want to do the right thing? This went over well. I want to see more of this week after week after week. And I want to see this just develop into 1, 2, 3 jobbers at a time. Because that's how Asuka needs to be built up. Then you could start giving her the lower tier talent on Monday Night Raw. Then you could start her, have her destroy like a Sasha Banks or a Bayley. Whatever the case may be, we need to see this. But this is a week too late. This is damage control if I've ever seen one. Asuka lock for the quick win. Absolutely nothing to it. Asuka destroyed Stacey Cullen. Daniel Bryan showed up on Raw, and Kurt Angle flipped out. He thought SmackDown's roster was invading. Daniel Bryan came in peace. So Daniel Bryan is on Raw. He's trying to talk to Kurt Angle and tell him that he did not know what was going on, and he did not agree with Shane's actions. So Kurt Angle is pretty much saying that, I don't even know why you're here. Being that you're here, I'm going to give you a message to tell Shane McMahon that I'm bringing my gold medals, and the Raw roster is going to take Shane out at Survivor Series. It's damn true. So don't go to the ring. The Raw roster will eat you alive. I don't want anybody knowing you're here. Stay here. You're safe here. I'm going to go finish what I have to do for the show. Bryan's backstage. He's on the phone with somebody. The lights just go out. All of a sudden, he tells the person that he's on the phone with he's going to call them back. Kane comes out of the darkness and looks like he chokeslams Daniel Bryan into a table that was behind him, or he threw him into some furniture that was in Kurt Angle's office. Booker, being a heel commentator on Raw, says that Bryan got what he deserved. And both Michael Cole and Corey Graves are looking at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? He came in peace. Why did he get what he deserved? So they want to pretend like Bryan could take a bump, but they don't want to have actually Bryan take a bump. Maybe Bryan was there to ask, what can I do to get back in the ring like you, Kurt? I need some advice. Maybe that's why he was there. I don't know. But Angle tried to save Daniel Bryan, but nobody can save anybody from, Kane. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Kane apparently is the most dominating figure on Monday Night Raw in 2017. Do you know on this night, Kane destroyed Bryan, Ambrose, Rollins, and Finn Balor? It's 2017. We have Kane destroying 4 men. The likes of those 4 men he destroyed on Monday Night Raw. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Finn Balor versus Cesaro. This was a very, very good match. Cesaro ended up getting the sharpshooter towards the end. He had that applied in the middle of the ring. He turned that into a crossface. Nice transition. Finn rolls through the crossface, ends up breaking the hold. Balor comes back with a sling blade. More typical offense from Balor. Balor goes to the top, but Sheamus gets on the apron. Balor kicks him off. Cesaro comes at Balor. He gets sent to the floor. Balor runs the ropes for a dive onto Sheamus and Cesaro. Balor brings it back into the ring for a big top rope coup de grace right across Cesaro's neck. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor wins clean. WWE had to avenge the loss to Kane. So what do you think they do after the fact? Balor's walking up the ramp. Kane's music hits. And then all of a sudden they bury Finn Balor again. Balor cannot walk away looking on top of the world. They got to feed him to somebody on the Raw roster. In the last 2 weeks, it's been Kane. They did an absolutely horrible job just filming this shot with the tombstone. I don't know what it is. The tombstone, that they just brag about the tombstone, especially on the stage. Like, it looked like it hurt Kane more than it did Finn Balor, you know? Tombstone on the stage. It's not like Finn Balor's head went into the stage. Finn Balor's head was protected by Kane's knees, and Kane's knees went into the stage. So how are you going to just scream at the top of your lungs, "Oh my God, a tombstone on the stage"? What a terrible shot. If you want it to look better, film it better. What a shitty fucking spot that was. So we get Balor beating Styles at TLC, losing clean to Kane, comes back and beats one of the toughest men on the roster in Cesaro, and then gets buried by Kane again. Can Balor do anything right on this show? Speaking of Kane, he was in a one-on-one match with Seth Rollins. As if anybody gives a shit about that. What do you think happened here? Kane won. Kane won. I don't believe it. Kane gets a chokeslam. Chokeslam. He beats Rollins with a chokeslam. Like I said, he destroyed Bryan, Balor, Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. He destroyed the tag team champions on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if they're building up Kane for the Universal Championship. They might as well be. Holy shit. After the match, Kane grabs Rollins for another chokeslam. Ambrose hit him with dirty deeds. He does that stupid sit-up he does. Sits up like the Undertaker. Kane sits up. Ambrose is checking on Rollins. The Bar just beat Ambrose down. He hits Ambrose with a tombstone. And then he delivers another tombstone to Seth Rollins. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. What is going on over here? Daniel Bryan, in the meantime, all this destruction going on. He destroyed Balor and the tag team champions. All while, Daniel Bryan is being loaded onto a stretcher with Devon Dudley and Jamie Noble assisting the EMTs. I don't get what the fuck is going on with Kane. I really don't. I'm absolutely speechless. Absolutely speechless. The Miz, trying to celebrate his win over Matt Hardy, says he's got seafood and champagne on ice for the Miztourage. They get back into his dressing room, and it smells like garbage. So they got a big garbage bag just sitting in the middle of his locker room, and they are afraid that Braun Strowman is stalking them. So, again, WWE trying to make this Monday Night Raw, instead of a Survivor Series build, they're trying to build it up as some horror movie gone wrong. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Speaking of Monday Night Raw gone wrong, trick or street fight. This match, if you are a WWE fan and you had friends over, I would have recommended changing the channel before these men were even in the ring together or the bell rung. I knew this was going to be an embarrassment, and my God, they did not disappoint. Rhino and Slater were dressed up as Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. Rhino had makeup and lipstick and blush on while wearing grandma underwear. We had Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson dressed up as their Southpaw Regional Wrestling characters. My God, long gone are the days of Bullet Club, Gallows and Anderson. How long does it take them to go back to New Japan and actually rebuild their career, which is deader than fucking Jason right now? You know? You might as well fucking bury Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson in Crystal Lake. Never mind fucking Jason Voorhees. Jesus fucking Christ. What the fuck was this? Seriously. You know who won this match? I don't even know. I had to look on the fucking dirt sheets to figure out who won this match. All I seen was, as I looked up from my telephone, I seen Carl Anderson wearing a fucking pumpkin head backwards because he couldn't see. He jumps off the fucking top rope, and Rhino catches him and puts him through a table. Rhino covers him for the pin, and there was nothing but pumpkin guts all over the place. They were bobbing for apples. They were hitting each other with kendo sticks, just colored as candy corn. This was a fucking embarrassment of epic proportions. This is why I stated that if you are watching Monday Night Raw during a holiday show, expect some of the worst garbage that this company could ever conceive. Absolutely mind-numbingly garbage. I don't get it. I don't get it. Miz is ranting to the bar about Braun Strowman. They don't want to help him. The plot line thickens here on Monday Night Raw. Elias is in the ring. He starts singing a new song, takes some shots at Jason Jordan and Joe Flacco of the Baltimore Ravens. So Jason Jordan comes out, and they start getting into a brawl. Jordan has Elias's guitar, and he breaks the guitar, tossing the pieces of the guitar out of the ring. And Elias is so upset. Why is Elias upset about his guitars being broken? I mean, he's breaking guitars every fucking week. You know? He just broke the guitar over Jason Jordan's arm last week. Was he crying then? Now all of a sudden Jason Jordan takes the guitar, which I'm sure he has a plethora of. Where the fuck do they come from? Right? Now Jordan breaks his guitar. Now he's crying. Yet he's going to come out with a new guitar next week. So what the fuck are you crying about? Shit doesn't make any sense, dude. I'm watching this and I'm like, why are you crying? Why are you upset about this guy breaking your guitar? You're going to have a new one next week. Because you know Monday Night Raw can't go on without your obligatory Elias acoustic set in the middle of the ring. Drew Gulak, probably the best thing about Monday Night Raw the last 2 weeks. You know, he comes out. Enzo does his quick introduction. Gulak and Enzo take a shot at Kalisto before calling him soft. S-O-F-T. I LOL'd. Enzo tells Gulak never to do that again. You know, if Enzo could actually wrestle, he would be my favorite heel in the company. But the fact that I know he can't wrestle, he sucks. I don't give a shit. You know? And WWE's got to do better than Kalisto to get me interested in a fucking cruiserweight division. This guy is a charisma vacuum, Kalisto. They even went back to his old theme music, and still people don't care. This match lasted 1 minute. Kalisto wins with a Salida del Sol over Drew Gulak. Women's Championship. The main event of Monday Night Raw. This show was god-awful. Miz is backstage during the match. They tried to get away, and Miz tells the driver, be waiting until the show is over. They tried to sneak out behind Angle's back. Angle's like, you ain't going nowhere till the show's over. Where the fuck you going? So he tells his limousine driver to get the limo ready, so as soon as Raw is over, they could leave. This match was so boring that the crowd in Baltimore started to chant CM Punk, so I'm not even going to go over it. Mickey James wins, or actually, no, I'm sorry, I wish Mickey James would have won. I would have much rather seen a Mickey James versus Natalya match than a heel versus heel match at Survivor Series. These matches make no fucking sense, and, I mean, who gives a shit, you know? I was hoping one of these two titles would change tonight on Raw, either the IC or the Women's Championship. Neither one of them changed. So this match ended when Alexa Bliss just nailed Mickey James with a right shot, a right closed fist that just knocked her out. 1, 2, 3. We have Mickey James losing again, so that ultimately takes her out of title talk for the foreseeable future. Alexa Bliss wins. She will go on to challenge Natalya at the Survivor Series representing Raw. After the match, this is where things just get absolutely fucking cheesy. You got The Miz, Bo Dallas, and Curtis Axel getting into the limousine. They get into the back of the limousine. The doors are locked. They got a garbage truck sitting in front of their limousine. The garbage truck backs up. Now, the garbage truck starts dumping trash out in front of the limousine. They have this fucking scared look on their face. They can't get out of the limousine. All of a sudden, as the trash is being dumped out of the garbage truck, Braun Strowman emerges up from the rubble, and he does his whole Braun shtick, and then the door somehow opens to the limousine. They start running away from Braun Strowman. Mind you, Braun Strowman came out of a garbage truck, and he's not covered in garbage. I don't understand that. If you are emerging from a garbage truck, shouldn't you be dirty? No, but I complain, though. You know, it's the little things that, you know, you pay attention to. So that is the first thing that I noticed, outside of all this fucking cheesy garbage that's going on. Braun Strowman seemingly destroys the Miz Taraj. He throws Axel down the ramp. He throws Dallas down the ramp. He throws the Miz into the LED boards, and he eventually throws the Miz down the ramp. All three guys are just rolling down the ramp to ringside. He destroys Curtis Axel with like 5 power slams. The crowd chanted one more time after every fucking power slam. So he did a power slam every time the crowd chanted one more time. So The Miz gets away. Dallas is somewhere. I don't know where the fuck Dallas is at this point. He takes Axel up to the stage and power slams him through the announce table. And we have the show go off the air. And that was that. I don't know what purpose that made. I don't know what it served. I don't know where they're going with Braun Strowman. But this was nothing but a Halloween-esque filled, cheesy episode of Monday Night Raw that did nothing to book or build towards Survivor Series outside of the first 30 minutes. We got nobody announced for Team Raw. We got nothing else announced for the show. We got Gallows and Anderson, Matt Hardy, The Bar, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, still without roles at Survivor Series. We got a shitty Survivor Series card that's shaping up to be one of the worst of the year. Yet WWE wants to recreate their own version of a fucking horror story with Braun Strowman coming back and emerging from a garbage truck. This is why I don't even want to watch these shows when they take place on a holiday. Because this is the shit that we get. Trash. The garbage truck and the trash that was dumped out of the garbage truck with Braun Strowman in it was another symbolic fucking piece of what this show really was. This show was trash. And I don't know how anybody could sit here and tell me this show was good. This show did nothing but make me feel embarrassed to be a wrestling fan. And that's Monday Night Raw for you in a nutshell on October 30th. Sure, SmackDown's going to do a lot better. Doubt it. But there's no way that they could be worse than this shit. But you know what? SmackDown actually falls on Halloween. They might actually be worse tomorrow. Trash. That's your that's your Raw review. SmackDown review will be tomorrow night. But that's your Raw review. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys are thinking down below. If you missed today's video earlier, Off the Script Part 3 of Episode 193, where we talk about the releases of Emma, Summer Rae, and Darren Young. So make sure you guys go and check that out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for SmackDown Live. Until then, I am JD. Like I said, hit that thumbs up. Follow me on Twitter at JDFROMNY206, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for SmackDown Live. I'll talk to you later.